Hello, everybody. This week we happen to have a national touring band that is an expert on tread.
Wrong show.
Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey.
What?
Who are these people?
Tilla. Respa.
Integrated.
Disclosure.
Whoa! Wow.
Nailed it.
All right. Actually, truly, these guys are probably not experts on tread, which you guys don't want to hear about anymore ever.
We're pretty sick of it,
although you know, but really, who they are is, I think though Will might be an expert. He's been training in the field, so he knows all about it since he's Respa. He doesn't even know. So anyway, but no, this is Jule Vera. They are a nationally touring band, and they're right here in our studio this week. We thought we'd change things up a little bit and bring in some special guests.
I know, to not talk about tread. So if any of you wanted a real estate show, tune out.
Not this week. Yeah.
Not this week. Thank God we're sick of that stuff.
But you definitely want to watch what we're going to do because these guys are exciting. They're upcoming, and they are touring live.
Cut. That's good. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Okay, now we're back with Jule Vera.
Yay.
Let's find out who they really are and tell us your age, too. What is your real name there, Mr. Tilla?
My name is Kyle. I play drums, and I'm 22.
I'm Will. I play bass, and I'm 22.
I'm Jake, and I play guitar, and I'm 19.
I'm Ansley and I sing and I'm 19.
Wow.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, so between the four of us, they're almost our age.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Add them all up. But actually, they're like our kids.
Yes,
and
yes,
in your
they are.
case.
Yeah, we have one real child and one wannabe child. So, but they're all great kids, though. So we're excited to have you guys here on the show. And we're not going to talk about real estate, I promise. I know, Will, you've been studying to be on the show so that you could, learn all about it.
Has he been reading up on real estate?
He has. He's just an amazing. He started throwing stuff at me earlier before we were taping. I'm like, holy cow, how do you know that, Will? So clearly you're the brains of this operation, right?
100%.
Well, one day they are going to need to know about real estate because they're going to be buying their mansions, I'm sure.
That's it. And hopefully I get a room for them, right? So
My
tell
lips
us.
to his ears, right?
So tell us, how did you guys all meet in the first place?
Well, Jake and I met a while back, and we decided we wanted to start a band, and we had some other guys that were in on it, and none of us could sing. Ansley, she joined the band, and then we were in another band at that point for a couple years. That band broke up. The three of us stuck together, and we formed Jule Vera 2 years ago.
Wow. So you guys went from no ability to sing, and then how did you nail that?
Jake met her.
Right.
Got very lucky.
Clearly, man. I mean, because I heard, you guys did a concert last night in Clearwater, and I tell you, the people that all attended were just blown away. They're like, "Oh yeah, I want to go see Jule Vera. Okay, I'll check them out." And people were like, their jaws were dropped because it wasn't just a performance; it was an amazing show. So, and people talked about your voice. They were just like, they can't believe how amazing he is. So it's kind of funny to hear you say that you can't sing. I noticed you don't get a microphone either.
I took it away.
Why you were giving people hitting them with it all the time. I mean, Will is so much fun to watch on stage. He is like, do you have martial arts training or something? He is like and you have to give him like this huge space.
I hit the cameraman last night.
I did hear about that. He has a concussion, but he's fine.
So tell us about your background. I mean, what inspired music? I mean, did you guys go to choir? Did you have band in school? Did you have private lessons? I mean,
I just like music. I wanted to play it, but I know Ansley had a lot of.
Yeah. My grandfather was in a quartet kind of thing.
Oh,
and,
cool.
Yeah. And I was always in like the church choir and like the school choir, so I kind of grew up around music.
And so it's just always been in you and your family and stuff. How about you, Jake?
My dad was like sing songs, and he could play a little bit of guitar and stuff, and so I like kind of grew up around that. But then I really started wanting to learn how to play guitar and everything once I started listening to like classic rock and stuff, like Guns N' Roses and Led Zeppelin and all that. So I was like, I want to,
you're
like
talking my language.
it's all about the guitar riffs and stuff in that era, and so I just learned them all, and started that way. So
your dad sang?
Yeah, he sings a little bit, and it was just
so
like
he was more like Will.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I noticed you didn't mention Aerosmith, greatest rock and roll band of all time. What's wrong with you?
No, I learned quite a few of their riffs and stuff too.
Good.
They're definitely one of my
Now he's
favorites.
talking my language.
What about
Kyle?
you? What about you, Kyle? How much money did your dad spend on drum lessons for you, Kyle?
Well, there's no musical background in my family.
Wow.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Can we cut, please?
So this is my dad, and he's a very good bass player. I grew up around him playing in different bands, and so his drummer just left the drum kit at our house for like a year, I guess, right?
Actually, no.
Really?
No. Actually, it was my good friend Joe Thomas, who is here today in the studio, that let us borrow a drum set. So that's how you got.
I had no idea.
You had no idea, yeah.
So I don't know the story. And I guess I just wanted to play music since then. I mean, I stopped for a long time and really got serious about it when I was like 11. But
Awesome. And what about you, Will?
I just discovered punk rock at an early age and wanted to learn guitar, and then from then on, just kind of happened.
And then you continue to sing in the shower.
Yes, lots of
He
showers.
tries. So,
And car singing.
did you take formal lessons?
No.
No.
I just
Formal
self-taught.
I did a little bit.
You did? Okay.
A little bit.
I mean, there's a little bit, here and there,
Yeah,
but
and
it
in
wasn't
choir.
like it's not like we've been like going every week or whatever since we were 12.
Yeah, and I asked because my son, wanted to play guitar, and like every kid, wants to play something, and he picks it up, and we got him lessons, had lessons, and he wouldn't touch it in between lessons. Okay, and he really doesn't want to play. You guys are playing because,
Yeah.
All right, stop the lessons.
All right, so tell us the name of the band. Where did that come from, and who thought of it, and how did that all come about?
We had a really hard time finding a band name.
Yeah, it was weeks, weeks and weeks.
We
of
knew we
just-
were trying to, form this new band, and we just couldn't figure out a name. We had all these options, and we kept eliminating them, and then Ansley was looking at like a list of like old school baby names, right? Like vintage ones. So
vintage baby.
that's what the
That's
list
like
was
what I
called.
Googled, yeah.
So you were looking at our current material. Got it.
And Jule Vera were together, and it means like young truth in was it Latin? Yeah. So
Okay.
we thought that was pretty cool.
So young truth. So before you were liars and old, what?
Tell the truth.
Now, okay. That's interesting.
That That is actually very cool.
Yeah, very cool. So, but is there some Greek ties to that too? Latin and Greek are kind of...
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that's interesting. No. Okay, so who writes the music? Who's our writers?
We all kind of write, you know.
So
mean,
I noticed you guys last night in the show. You don't play any cover music. It's all original. It's all on your CDs. So tell us about where the songs come from and who writes it, and give us a little bit of background on that. Jake, you want to take that cut? Somebody?
Yeah, we like to write together, you know, and it's always like better like that usually. I mean, we start out with an idea or something, or a verse or a chorus, like one of us will write that, you know, in the car, or like even while listening to other music or whatever, you know. I mean, you get an idea, and then you know, we share it with the rest of the band, and we all just kind of finish it together. We've written with other people too. Just I mean, it's a collaborative effort, you know. It's a lot of fun to like write with other people and stuff too. You don't have to necessarily just like, you know, pretend it's like the song's like your baby, you know. And you know, it's like, you know, I got to finish this myself, and I don't want anyone else to touch it or anything. So
Awesome. So clearly, you guys spend a lot of time in the car together. I mean, just coming off Warped Tour and all. I mean, how many hours did you spend? Did you guys write any songs while you're on tour?
No, that's
not on that one,
Yeah,
because
wasn't
that
enough
one was
time.
a
That was a
little.
gnarly tour.
Yeah, that one we were just working all day to meet all our fans and you know, make new ones and play and you know, go eat and like load in, and like there's just so much to do on that one. But like on the next tour, which will be more like a club style tour, we'll definitely be able to write some on the road. So.
All right, well, we're going to talk about their upcoming tour and a little bit more about Trid, right, guys? We'll get you updated in just a minute.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, we are back with Jule Vera.
Yay.
Yay, that's all you got. She's not saying a whole lot this week, you know.
Well, you're doing all the talking.
Well, that's because we're not talking about Trid.
I know, and this is definitely out of my element. I told them my story about how I wanted to play the piano my entire life, and then when I did finally get a keyboard and practiced my tail off, and I listened to myself after recording it, I sucked so bad.
Really?
I was like a half a beat behind the entire time. Like, oh my God, okay, piano's not my thing.
Maybe Jake could, you know, help you out with that because he does play some keyboard.
I took lessons even.
Yeah, but you know,
Didn't work.
You're here with a professional. So
I know.
think about it. And then Will could teach you to sing.
Yeah.
You know, but
I can teach you a thing or two about Trid too. So.
Yeah, he does. He does know. He is.
speaking, you know,
He is the Respa in Trid.
Speaking of playing and stuff, I was amazed at the concert last night. These guys are all, you know, they say bass player and drummer, and you know, but they all covered. I mean, I was absolutely amazed that they all just went and picked up each other's instruments and So you all play everything, huh?
We pretend to play it.
Pretty good at faking it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
I can play that song.
Oh, so the truth comes out. So that's the only song that Will knows on the bass then, huh?
At least efficiently.
But you've heard your dad play bass enough, right? That you can pick
Yeah,
up on it.
yeah.
I could finagle my way into some songs.
I
His
think
dad
so.
wanted to be a bass player, but he was rebellious, so he chose drums.
That's right. That's right.
That's it. Because it costs more.
Just to annoy Dad.
How much are lessons for bass? They're free. I'll teach you. How much for drums? Oh, $45 an hour. I want to do that. That's kind of how it went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about touring. So you guys are going out on another national tour in U.S. and Canada. Where are we going?
Full U.S. We're doing Boston, Chicago, all the typical
Boston.
places.
Listen
Boston.
to that. I know, Boston.
Boston.
You have to say it with the accent.
Are we playing in
I think so, yeah, somewhere.
I hear you're going to be in Michigan
trying to-
too. That's where we're going to start in Detroit.
Yeah.
So that's
yes,
Well,
that.
that's a little out.
Pontiac.
Pontiac.
And then maybe Toronto.
Yeah,
Look,
Toronto.
I
and
know where you
Vancouver.
guys will be. Somebody's got to
We
keep
do
an eye.
Toronto and Vancouver.
I think
Yeah,
we do
Vancouver
most-
too.
most-
Wow.
Most of the big U.S. cities, I
Yeah.
think we're hitting.
I
At
think
least
we're doing
regionally.
like 4 in California or something.
Yeah.
Still,
Really?
Or 3.
And
So-
how long does this tour go?
It's like a full
40
month,
days?
pretty much.
Yeah, it's like 35 days.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
35 days.
lot though in 30 days. I mean,
This
Yeah,
one,
it
yeah,
is.
well, this one's
How
like
do- are you
we're
flying
hitting all the
everywhere?
same kind of markets that we did on the last tour, but it's like half as long. So there's a lot more like driving in between shows and everything.
driving. So,
like,
you're not flying all over.
No.
Driving.
Bands can't afford it. The days of Led Zeppelin jets are kind of old.
Can't afford the gas anymore.
That's
So
so.
you, how on earth do you do that so quickly? I mean, get from.
It's really not that bad because it's routed. So I just did like all the logging of the cities the other day, and there's only like all the long drives have an off day after them, but most of the other drives are like 2 hours apart.
So it's not
Oh,
like
okay.
Warped Tour where
Okay.
you have to go 800 miles and shut down your show and then be in another city the next day.
That's not
Yep.
as
it's not
intense.
anything
No.
like that.
If there's
Okay.
any drives that far, there's like an off day or 2.
Okay, well that's good to hear.
Now speaking, you just got off of the Vans Warped Tour, which was amazing. I'm sure for
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys,
it's incredible.
nothing but great. Now, was that your first tour that you
That
had
was
done?
that was our first full U.S. tour.
And what did you think? Like, was it? Were you prepared for it?
No.
I
Definitely
heard a no from him. I'm like, that was a fast no.
I wish that you guys could have seen like how much we did try and prepare. Wow. I can't
We prepared so hard.
It was like weeks and weeks of just doing every possible thing that we thought we would need, and then we showed up the first day, and it was like useless.
Yeah.
I mean, just useless.
Really?
We had no idea what we were doing because it's not like all the shows we played before were in venues and clubs, and it's kind of like you show up, like this is your load-in time. Maybe you get a sound like. You might get a sound check, but you're gonna set up like this. You talk to the other bands. You're gonna share drum kits. It was not like that at all on Warped Tour. Like we didn't know. Even though we met, like they had meetings. Like okay, this is kind of how it's gonna go. We didn't know what was gonna happen at all. Like we didn't know where to park. We didn't know where to drive. We didn't know what time we could arrive at venues. We didn't know when we could set our stuff up. Anything. It was just kind of like we just had to figure it out. And then it's like it's a 10-minute changeover too. So 10 minutes for one band to get off and another to get on. Which we were not ready for that either because we have a lot of stuff.
We are very
so,
gear heavy for
yeah,
that.
yeah. We were not ready for that.
So obviously you learned a lot then on that one.
yeah.
Making changes for this tour coming up.
Yeah, there's a few things that we know we're gonna do differently, and we know if we ever do Warped Tour again, we're gonna be more prepared.
Oh, yeah.
You know you're not
Better
going to need
six
shirts
on.
because
you don't even need.
because everybody else you get everybody else's shirts
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
tour, right?
You don't even have to pack.
You don't
clothes.
have to pack clothes.
Yeah, what do you need clothes
Pack
for?
a pair of shorts.
That's all you need? Really?
Everyone just runs around naked anyway. For the most part.
Well,
It's too hot.
do you want a sip of my coffee?
Sounds like quite the tour if everyone's running around naked.
Oh man!
What a plug for the tour.
So,
now everyone's going to follow them.
All right, so you're getting ready to go on. So I know Ansley's you're the front person in the band, but yet you're the quiet one here when it comes to the interviews. What do you do to prepare right before you go on stage? Do you guys have some kind of ritual or something you do? Or
Well, I make sure I warm up, and then I also use a steamer, because when we were going on Warped Tour, it was different, like air, I guess. Like some were dry, some was more humid, so I had to like use a steamer to make my voice sound better in different places. So that was really helpful.
So the worst thing, your worst nightmare would be that your voice is not warmed up, and suddenly you're like, wow, I sound just like Will. And then, pow, next thing you know, you don't get signed to another tour. People are returning CDs. They're making frisbees out of them. Yeah. So does that work for you? Does that help?
Yeah, it is. It's very helpful. We also have like humidifiers in the bus. That's all really helpful.
I didn't even think about that. The climate changes, sure, that and the elevation changes, I'm sure, all over the country.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't heard her voice, it's just amazing. I know Jake, you sing as well, and you can do some nice harmonies and stuff too. Do you do anything to prepare, or you
I
mostly
do.
warming up your fingers, or?
Yeah, I mean, I warm up on guitar, and then I warm up my voice a little bit too, just because. I mean, it's not like I'm screaming in chest voice like the whole time, kind of like more like what she's doing. So it's not like as much of a it doesn't like take a toll on me really. I don't have to do it as much, but I do warm up a little bit and stuff before every show.
Okay, how about you guys?
I stretch.
And
I dump water on my head.
You dump water in your head? That's part of your ritual?
Yeah, it is. The stage crew and Warped Tour definitely thought it was really weird. Like the first week, they kept being like, "Dude, what are you doing?" But, I mean, it was hot. I think it kind of started as a habit of Warped Tour. Like it was just like it was hot every day, so I just dumped water on my head, and now I just kind of do it, I guess.
So it's not all sweat after you play?
No.
Okay, thank goodness, because.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have those water cans on Warped Tour.
Right.
They're Monster cans.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was dumping Monster on his head back there.
They look exactly like Monster cans. They're just for the bands. They say tour water on it, like small on the bottom, but everyone thinks you're just drinking Monster all day. So people would come up to us after shows like, "Man, you dump Monster all over your head.
How are you drinking that when you're singing?
Yeah, no.
Wow. So, of all the tour cities you guys have been on, is there a favorite that you guys like? I mean, outside of playing right here in,
Tampa Bay. Chicago was probably the best show. There's also some other really good ones. Denver and
Chicago, Denver,
Dallas was great.
Yeah.
All the Texas shows were really good actually.
Yeah,
that was a great market. And then but Chicago was like it was the biggest date of the whole of Vans Warped Tour. Like that was the most people at it. Period. And then we were like right by the entrance, and everybody was coming in. It was like it's just a ton of people. So and they all liked it a lot. So
that's why it was one of your favorite spots.
Yeah, we had a really good response.
And it was a really energetic crowd and everything. So.
Yeah, and I think more people were just responding to music at those shows. Like there's certain days where first of all, there wasn't nearly as many people at the festival, and second, they just didn't seem as excited, I guess. Where those markets were probably they seemed really into everything going on that day, so it made it really fun for us.
So sometimes you actually had to tell people to stand up and come down into the front.
Not quite. But it's just it's a little step forward from playing other shows and stuff with a really young crowd like what Warped Tour is. They're already standing up front and stuff, but you got to get them to the next level. Raising their hands up and clapping along and shouting and all that kind of stuff.
Jumping up and down, dancing.
Fist pumping.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think they do that anymore. But
all right, so you don't get that. So then that's Aerosmith, right?
Yeah.
I did that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what about your songs? Is there one that has the most meaning to you guys? What's your favorite songs that you guys write? And
For me,
I wasn't talking to you, Will. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. What's your
all
song?
the time.
Yeah, this is just how we roll. What's your favorite song?
For me, it's probably Die Trying. The meaning of that song is pretty cool because it's just about overcoming all those struggles that you go through in life. And, when people knock you down, you got to get back up and keep going forward. And I think that's just a song that applies to pretty much everything and whatever thing you're working in, whatever you want to do.
And I just saw the video for that. That's pretty cool. You guys filmed that actually in Tampa.
Yeah.
Right here in our
That was a
hometown.
very cool
And you guys
video.
came home covered in ashes. I'm like, what? Is that from the drum scene? If you saw, the ashes are flying everywhere. I'm like, you guys,
really cool.
Yeah, that's almost as weird as pouring Monster on your head, right? What about you guys? What's your favorite song and why? And
To play, my favorite song is Friendly Enemies, just because it's really energetic, and it's like my favorite to sing. But song-wise, either Die Trying or You Can't Mess Up. They kind of have like the same meaning, kind of. But yeah, those are my two.
How about you, Jake?
I don't know. I kind of like, it's different for like playing live. I really like You Can't Mess Up. It's just our ending song. We do a bunch of crazy stuff live, which is really fun. But songwriting wise, I think I like Scarlet Letter the best. That's just.
It's a pretty song.
Yeah, I think it's really well written. So.
Because you wrote it, right?
Yeah, of course. Definitely not all the songs that I like work on or anything are well written necessarily, but that one I think is. So, and I'm really proud of that song. So.
Awesome.
Yeah,
How about
that
you,
is a
Kyle?
good-
I think live to play is probably Friendly Enemies. It's just a really, musically it's interesting and it's fun. So I definitely like that song the most live. And then songwriting-wise, I think Scarlet Letter for me as well. I really like, too, that it has a key, like a time signature change.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like maybe do you guys all think Scarlet Letter has a deeper meaning, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of probably the deepest songs.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
didn't ask me.
Oh. Sorry. Are you in Jule Vera now?
No, but
Yeah,
my
tell us
favorite
the one.
song is Chemical Machine. So I want to know, when are we doing a video about that? I love that song.
Is there a video coming for that? Is there any upcoming videos people can look forward to?
We are supposed to have a Scarlet Letter video coming out soon, so
Okay.
that's still in the works.
So DeLynn, you're going to have to wait.
I'm gonna have to wait. I know, and I asked Alex that. He says we can't do the whole thing videos. Okay, well, not all of them, but do Chemical Machine next.
So maybe you guys write a song about Trid next?
There you go.
Do the video
Very
here.
sweet video.
You're feeling inspired? You guys got a 2-hour ride in Orlando? Write something for me, okay? Can you do that?
I'll send you a voice memo.
Now about the videos, who writes the videos? Do you guys have an idea for them, or?
Yeah, it's another collaborative process. Like when we went and did like the Scarlet Letter one, especially when it's come out, because we did a story-based video. I mean, it's not ready yet. Still got some editing to do and stuff, but we filmed it months ago.
Oh,
like,
you did?
for Warped Tour. It was like months of planning, and then we were still buying stuff the day of.
Yeah.
We had to go to costume shops. Like,
butterflies.
yeah, butterflies.
Live
Butterflies.
Live
We had to-
No way.
You order them from
know
some
where to
special
buy them.
website.
We didn't either. We
You
just
order them
Googled
on the
it.
website, and they ship you a box of live butterflies or like frozen. You put them in a little box, and they just kind of like wake up and.
No
It's
way.
really
Amazing.
That's
I had no
cool.
idea.
And what about, you guys didn't talk about
Ooh,
Light the
sneak
Night.
peek, butterflies.
Light the Night. I mean,
Butterflies.
alternative press love that video. They just
Which
said
was pretty
best
cool, yeah.
best new video so far
Or yeah, it was like in the
of
top 6,
2015. I mean, how does that make you guys feel? Because didn't you guys create that set yourself?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there's
And there's
we
like all
made
these
that.
light bulbs.
That was a rough video. We had a day to shoot that.
Yeah, one day.
You did that
built-
in one day.
Yeah.
Oh my
we built the
gosh.
mirror room out of mirror doors from Jake's house.
Like closet doors.
Clamped them together, built
Yeah.
frames, and then clamped them together.
So we did it in a dance studio because they already had one wall of mirrors.
Oh my
Because we didn't
God.
have enough, and then we just built frames for the rest, made a big room out of it, and then it was a ceiling kind of like,
Yeah, just
you
like
could pop
this.
up like this, where you could kind of pop up the, like school ceilings, yeah. So we like popped it up and hung, we put paper clips tied to fishing line. This is ridiculous.
Amazing.
So fishing line, paper clip on each side, right? And just made a grid system for the lights so that we could easily change which light scenes we were doing because we only had one day to shoot it. And then we built all the light scenes and did the same thing, fishing line, paper clip on the top so that we could just hook it wherever we wanted and then unhook it. And yeah, it was crazy. It took so much work. Like,
And let me ask this question because I have no idea how this stuff works. Do you like play the whole song through, or do you just do like parts of it? Just do like pick up in the middle. Let's
For
do this
that one,
section
for
of
that
the
one, we did like the whole song through. We did, we did individual shots in like each light scene, and we did like a full band shot in some of the scenes. But yeah, I mean,
And
it's
then in editing afterward, they just
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
broke
and
it
then
up and put it all
yeah.
together.
yeah,
exactly.
there's a little, mostly
They're not doing your
full
videos.
shots.
Would that not be a really cool video? Come on.
We got
That'd be a good one.
They're doing Trid. I'm telling you. All right, so we're going to come right back after this, and we're going to find out where this band goes from here. We'll be right back.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
We're back with Jule Vera.
Yay.
That's all she
can
does.
do that every time.
Yeah,
Yay.
she does it every time I say we're doing this.
I
She
know.
goes, yay.
I know.
We're talking about trade. Yay.
No yay there. I'm just tired of that.
I know.
I'm excited for them. I love the band. I love their music. I think I told you when we first got their CD, my husband put it in his vehicle, and we played it the whole trip up to Georgia, and then conveniently it never made it to my car.
Yeah, he claimed that it got stuck in his player.
Yeah, exactly.
I notice we're wearing our shirts here to support today. Huh?
Jule
Look at
Vera
that.
shirts.
Mhm. All right. So where are your Jule Vera shirts, by the way?
Because that's lame.
You're wearing them.
Don't say that. I get good money for this shirt.
You, us wearing your own shirt.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to promote. That's like, yeah, I hear you. Like me wearing a shirt that says Barry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that would be lame.
But we think
right.
you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we do.
We enjoyed the concert yesterday so much. It was just phenomenal. My kids, my family, our friends are all
Yes.
huge fans now, and we know that you're going places, and we wish you the best
Yeah,
luck
we
as
got
you
it.
go on.
So real quick, couple
Don't
things.
forget us.
What? Yeah, in your mansion and your private Led Zeppelin jet. What's your favorite food?
I don't know. Sesame chicken.
What about you, Angie?
One of my favorites is sweet and sour tofu.
Ooh.
Kyle? Don't say goldfish, because
Curry.
that's your brother.
Green
you like
curry,
You
like Thai
curry?
food, green curry.
Really?
Yeah.
We're all
Asian
choosing.
food.
I know. Sometimes.
It's delicious.
Okay, Will.
Buffalo chicken.
Is that your favorite? Really?
Large can.
Buffalo wings. Those are my favorite, man.
Really?
Ah, see that?
Oh,
We got some good
awesome.
wing spots around here too.
All right, so real quick, so what are the goals of the band here? Short term, long term? Where are we going with this, guys? We got an upcoming tour. What's
Yeah, we
what's our
hopefully next year we're just on the road the entire year.
yeah?
That's the goal. Put out a new record probably after that.
Okay.
So you like touring?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of
and we
fun.
have new music that hasn't been released yet. Is that a rumor?
I mean, we're working on it.
We are
Yeah,
working
we
on
are.
new music.
Okay. I noticed you played a couple that weren't on your EP at the show last night.
Actually, those were like written before we put out our EP. These were just
Really?
songs that didn't make the EP.
Those are
Really?
older ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But we have
They
2 songs that we've been working on recording the last few
Good.
weeks, so we'll see. I mean, we don't know.
So
what
we're not
that'll
going
be
to tell
on
everybody when they'll be out. It's a secret.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
All right.
if, I
We'll
mean,
have it on our show. Don't worry. We'll
and
tell
they
them.
do already have a CD out. We should have a CD.
Yeah.
We
Just
released
forgot
it this
to. We have
summer.
our shirts, but we don't
in
have.
June. It's
In
called
June?
Friendly Enemies.
Okay. Friendly enemies.
iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. You can order it for merch now. So
Okay.
From your
Physical.
website.
Sweet
And your
Pokeball
website.
website. Yeah, we have sweet Pokeball vinyls.
Really?
Vinyl.
Vinyl.
I messed it up.
Yeah, they do have one. You know, and one of my friends texted me the other day. She goes, "Hey, I'm in Publix at Hudson, and I hear your son's band. They're playing on the," and I'm like, "What?" And One Little String was playing in the store.
That's cool.
Oh, sweet.
I didn't know
And
that.
we were
That's
at
cool.
we were in the mall at the food court one time, and right across from Journey. And I said, "Oh, Barry said that Kyle's band is playing in Journey and stuff." And I'm not kidding you. Cage looks over and he goes, "Oh, it's on right now."
That's what happened to me too.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in Journeys yet, but they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in like Journeys and Tilly's and
No.
Zoomies, maybe?
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean.
It's in like
No
pretty much
way.
every gym in the
Gold's
country.
Gym.
I've
Gold's
seen
Gym.
so many people sending us pictures of them
Them working
in the
out,
gym.
like, check this out.
And they just conveniently
My
like put their
friends.
bicep
Like,
in
their
the
bicep.
picture.
Pretty cool.
That's funny.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for being on the show this week.
Yes.
It's great, and I know we've got a couple upcoming events here. You guys are, going to give back to our community right here in town. We've got the Grinch event December 11th at Spartan Manor, and tickets are going to go on sale for that. That is a sellout every single time.
Yes.
And you're going to be able to get them on www.wpba.biz. So I know you guys are coming back to support that event, and I think that's awesome that you're doing that.
And I guess for real estate news and stuff, we'll be back to real estate stuff next week because
why?
they're leaving to go on tour.
Yeah, they're actually, they'll be gone.
So they'll be busy, but they're going to tune in and watch our show.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. They're going to be afraid we're going to talk about you.
I know they need to brush up on their trid.
Yeah, they do. You guys don't know this, but one of the shows we did, our wonderful studio here at Tampa Bay Multimedia, we were talking about for sale by owners. You guys know what that is? I know Will does.
Yes.
He's okay. So, and we talked about how realtors can sell their houses or they can die trying. and
do that.
And you did. Your little video was in there, so it's pretty cool. You guys all have to watch that.
Do we have to get them to sign off on the rights to do that, though? Let's
Yeah.
get them to sign something before they leave, just in case.
Let's just go buy them breakfast.
There you go.
That works too.
Yes.
I can't afford it.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. We appreciate you sharing.
Yes, get
like
us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
LinkedIn, all that fun stuff.
Yes, and even Tumblr.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Whatever.
I don't even know what any
Yeah,
of those
what's
are.
Tumblr, right? No, on Instagram we're all over, and follow and like these guys. What's your Facebook and your?
Jule Vera music. on
Jule
everything.
Jule Vera music on everything.
Just
Yeah.
Jule Vera on Snapchat if you want to see a little more
Get
personal.
Get personal with us. Yeah.
There you go.
See Ainsley without makeup sometimes, right?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I hope we get a lot of likes from this, and I hope this show goes out there. And
Yeah. We appreciate everyone watching. We are today and every day.
Moving
Forward.
We'll see everyone
all
next
right.
week.
Hey,
Bye-bye.
Will was off.